So, guys, welcome back to. Is that stream online? I guess so, yes. Welcome back to Pathfinder. Today, the second stream. Hey. Simple as that, I have time. I have time off, and I would like to play this game because it's fun. And, well, a fun game deserves to be played. So, let's go. We're looking for the Wardstone. I guess this is the Wardstone. It's this woman again. Sorry for yawning. As soon as you step into the chamber, your vision seems to darken and your knees buckle. You struggle to keep your balance. The air in here is laden with the power coming from the stone. Suddenly, your head is filled with voices, screaming, whispering, cackling, threatening voices, pleading for help, shrieking curses and taunts. You blink and the illusion passes.
Congratulations. You made it all the way here. This is it. Your precious Wardstone. Well, what are you planning to do now, I could kill you where you stand, but wouldn't it be nice if you could die in battle like heroes? No. I want you to die in despair, scrabbling around like rats in the blighted ruins of your city, blind and broken, your flesh scabbed and seeping, and every moment knowing precisely what was done to you.
We're gonna fight it, I guess. A demon with a mocking smile stands beside the Wardstone. Yeah, it's Menago.
Sounds terrifying. Except that's how we've been living for generations.
There isn't a soul that can resist the temptations of the abyss. Even a stone can be turned. I'm not joking. Your precious Wardstone, weakened from the injury inflicted by Discari, has almost succumbed to my charms. Soon the whole barrier around the world wound, the gift of your useless goddess, will be a weapon of the abyss. Just a little more and boom.
Menago laughs.
Every
Rings
city
through the
with
chamber.
one of these eyesores stuck in the middle of it, from Canabras to Nerosian, will turn into smoking craters, and all the mortals into red sludge beneath our hooves. So you have a choice, especially you, my pet. Kiss me on my dainty hoof, pledge your loyalty to Baphomet, and when the world falls, its ruins shall be yours.
The demon blows Staunton a kiss and then holds out her leg, which ends in a coven hoof instead of a foot. Okay. What are you doing to the stone? Who are you?
You've already forgotten me. You mortals have awfully short memories.
Yes.
Even shorter than your little lives. Staunton, sweetums. Don't you want to introduce me to your friends properly? No? Well, I'd better do it myself. I am Menago, Lily-2 and faithful servant of Baphomet, and leader of his armies. The city is mine now. I'm just starting to settle in, get things just how I like them. But once I'm finished, I promise you, the results will be simply to die for.
What is a Lily-2? Lily-2s are subversive and hidden horrors, demons who work subtly in their constant quest to destroy and devastate.
And it was such a charming little place until you sullied it with your presence. It had such lovely boulevards, quiet and shaded. You took those away from me, and I shan't forgive you for that.
Yes, Camellia.
They've done much worse things than spoil the promenades. All the people they've killed.
Yes, yes, of course, you're right. I grieve for the common folk as well.
What are you doing to the stone?
Well, quite what am I doing to it? Probably the same thing I did to many of your comrades. Sweetly and tenderly persuading it to abandon the mortals and join our side.
The demon brings her clawed finger coquettishly to her lips.
Prepare to fight to the death, demon! We won't let that happen.
Yes. Shut your filthy mouth, scum.
Make me. One of the sweetest spoils of war is gloating over your broken and humiliated enemy. You want to deny me that pleasure?
We go for good. Requires angel or mythic path. Reveal the light of heaven. Your victory celebrations are a little premature, demon. Echoing the holy flame erupting from your hand, the light also gets brighter and brighter until it floods the chamber. You hear the voices again, stronger now. They repeat your words like a choir of angels. You performed an action that was good.
Hey, no eyes! Didn't you tell us that heaven had turned its back on us and no one would come to our aid?
Baphomet cultist. The demon giggles, but you hear a note of astonishment in her laughter. A man standing among the cultists turns to her. Don't listen to her. The fiend wants us to lose all hope. She won't succeed.
I'm done with this shit! I only followed this hoofed menace because I thought the Crusaders had it, and there was no other way to protect my family. But now I see that there is hope. I won't bow before these heinous idols ever again.
Yes,
If
come
they
to us.
kill me, at least I'll die a decent death.
The cultists glances at each other, hesitating. At least the man who was first to speak up against Minago rips Baphomet's unholy symbol from his chest and casts it to the floor.
Yes! Return to our side, friends! Have courage! We will welcome you back, and heaven never abandoned you, no matter what this deceiver told you.
Turncoat, I'll cut out your heart.
Turncoat. A tattooed covered cultist reaches for his weapon.
We'll see how tough you really are. We let you frighten us once, but it won't happen again.
An elf, her face deformed by acid burns, throws her unholy symbol at him.
We will be victorious.
Yes. Good. Come to us. What is that? Fatigue. Takes a penalty. Strength and dexterity. Why did you change the weapon? Let's get rid of the ads.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Why can't I? it's not because of that. Missed it. Cannot heal her, can I? No, she did. Okay, let's go close. Close and dirty. Stoughton, head up. Doggy's down.
You won't survive me.
No glory without risk.
My dog is dead, by the way. Right? Go for the enchantment. We need it.
You wide open.
That's it. I'm tired of playing around now. You want to know what will happen when I'm done with the Wardstone? Here's a little demonstration.
Yeah, she had 300 HP as far as I have seen. Irritation seeps into Menagor's voice. So this would have happened anyway. I couldn't have defeated her. The demoness whispers a spell, and a wave of darkness sweeps through the chamber. Your companions wince in pain, but it is nothing compared to what you feel. Thousands of voices once again burst into your mind, drowning you in the moans, screams and sobs. Pain rocks through your skull. Your evil spell won't stop a righteous army.
Iomade is with us.
Yes, yes. Keep telling yourself that.
The roar of voices bleeds into an unbearable wall of screams. Your vision goes dark. It's quite loud on the ears, I can tell you that. Encumbrance slows you down and makes you an easy target for enemies' attacks. Take only what you need.
Praise Iomade, you woke up. Healing your wounds was easy, but you were unconscious for so long I was starting to worry we'd lost you.
What happened?
We couldn't stand up to the demoness. Her spells were too strong. It's all right. We'll handle it somehow. You blacked out, but Staunton and I managed to get you here to the Defender's Heart. It used to be a tavern, but now it's our headquarters. We're gathering our forces here, and we're preparing to strike back.
Gained 920 experience. Irabeth punches her fist into her palm like this. I found a cultist dispatch in the dungeon. It seems they're holed up in the Tower of Esteron.
Demons have been filling Canabras with their spies and infiltrators for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to attack the place right now. At least not blindly. I'd be grateful if you snuck in there and scouted out the situation. But just scouting. Don't be a hero.
Tower of Esteron has been revealed. Item lost. Cultist dispatch. What is the situation in the city?
Bad, but not hopeless. We're constantly getting news, and new sources of resistance keep springing up in the districts where everyone seemed to be dead. The survivors are gathering here. You should see them. Their faces, their eyes burning with determination. The city is destroyed, but our resistance is not broken. We will
Keep fighting, yeah. What do you plan to do next?
You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the Wardstone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabras, but every city with a Wardstone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomede's gift must not become a weapon of the Abyss.
Tell me about the Wardstone. Why is it so important?
The Wardstones are a gift of Iomede. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the celestial armies. The Wardstones keep the World Wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canabras obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the Abyss.
What happens if we destroy it? Can I help you in any way?
First of all, we need to decide what to do with the stone once we get it. What I'm about to say is classified. A traveler came to the city recently. A blind elf calling himself the Storyteller. He insisted he be allowed to examine the Wardstone, and he raised the alarm when his study was finished. Even before the demon attack, he had found some damage or flaw in the stone.
You found damage in the stone? That's bad. So they could have prevented it.
Prelate Hulrune dismissed his words as nonsense, borderline blasphemy. But between you and me, the prelate's opinion isn't worth much. I think the storyteller knew what he was talking about. We could use his advice right now, if only we knew where he was. I remember the storyteller spent a lot of time talking to Staunton, a dwarf from my unit. You saw him during the demon attack. The elf asked him about the history of the Crusades. Maybe the storyteller told Staunton something about where we could find him if anything happened.
So I will ask him. I guess.
There's another problem. After the attack, the demons began to gather their forces at the Grey Garrison. It'll be even harder to take them with a head-on assault. But I once heard soldiers talking about a secret entrance to the garrison. Trouble is, I have no idea where to look for it. While you explore the city, please keep your eyes open, in case you find something we can use.
The half-orc smiles, and you... at you... encouragingly.
And one last thing. The Eagle Watch has lost a lot of soldiers recently. Some were killed, but others simply haven't been seen since the attack. In the chaos that is now Canabras, it's next to impossible to confirm anything for sure.
Iropath clears her
One of
throat.
the missing fighters is Janna Aldori. A new recruit in the Watch. She got along well with Sela, and she often went drinking with her. I honestly thought Sela and Janna had died together. But now Sela's returned with you and there's no sign of Janna. If you learn anything of her whereabouts when you're out in the city, please report back.
Janna. Either dead or recruit. Everything is clear.
May the goddess help you. We're still fighting, which means that Kenabra still hasn't fallen. If you come across any groups in the city that can fight, send them here to the Defender's Heart. We'll need every fighter we can muster for the final assault.
Oh, understood.
Yes, one more thing. If you're in the area, check out this address. It's our house. Mine and Anevia's. Well, it was our house. If the building is still standing, open the hidden compartment in the kitchen. It's filled with supplies for a rainy day. You can take whatever you find. You have more need of it.
Tyra Blade's residence has been reviewed. Okay. Good, is this our room now? Looks like it, because there's a personal chest. Cool, we have a room. I have stuff in it. Let's take it all out and see how it looks. Price type. Newest to oldest. Grey Garrison. Cool. I like how he looks. Jesus Christ. With the goggles at the head. I think, by the way, we could change shape. You know, this glasses remind me of, you guessed it, Django. That's funny. Actually enjoy how I look, so. Anavia. Hey, wait. Mind if I bend your ear about something? Is that an English saying? Bend your ear about something. Anavia is outside your door, leaning casually against the shelf. I like her. Only thing I don't like is she's gay. So here's the first and most important thing. Don't get me wrong, right? It's okay that she's gay, but I still like her a little bit less, despite that. So, here's the first and most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission. I get that. And I know you'll get the job done. I saw you in action, but here's the rub. By sending you out on an errand, we are weakening our defense here. If they come at us while you're gone, I don't know if we'll be able to fight them off. Everything seems clear so far. Do you want me to stay here and guard the tavern? When do you think the demons will attack next? Thank you for warning. We'll tell her. When do you think the demons attack next? Your guess is good as mine. It might not be here. They could attack the whole damn city. Those vermin know they've lost the upper hand, and that we are going to push back hard. If things kick off here, you should know after their attack, some things could be changed beyond recognition. So if you've got any business that needs taken care of, you'd better do it soon. Everything seems clear so far. What else do you wish to discuss? So the rift that damned beetle left with its scythe. Yeah, well, it cut the city into two, and it's kind of difficult to get across. My scouts tell me there is a halfway decent place to set up a crossing in Market Square. Not that any of them tried to do it, to make it, but if you've got a mind to go across, and I think you're gonna have to eventually, you might want to give the square an once over. Do you want me to stay here and guard the tavern? You what? No. Your task is far too important. You can't just hold, I think, up here, all cozy like, waiting for the demons to knock on your door. We need to take the fight to them. But if those freaks try to make a move on this place, Beth will send a runner to get you. If that happens, you leg it back here. Alright? You leg it back here. Because if you don't, you'll be coming back to an ash pile. Got it? Thank you for the warning. See you later. Later. Watch yourself out there. Okay. I thought she will actually join my party, but she didn't. I might be able to recruit Stoughton or Camellia. I don't want to recruit Hawks Morgus. Where's the rest of my crew? Pink Eye. Dara. Canaris Crusader. Sealer. There she is. High Law. Eagle Watch Crusader. Noble Survivor. I wonder who I can recruit, so let's go. They all died, my whole troop. What if Cannabis isn't the only city overrun? What if it is how it all ends? I had an army on its way here from... How much longer can we hold out? 1 day or two?
Let us be off.
Okay, I think they're always the same. So let's talk to Stoughton first. Hey, Stoughton. The dwarf resembles abandoned citadel, one whose high, crumbling walls are still holding fast, but whose empty lightless windows make it clear that all inside is dead. Does that mean his eyes? But whose empty lightness windows make it clear. Oh, it's you. Good work back there in the Grey Garrison. Name's Stoughton Vane. If you've heard rumors about me. His face, which looks like it has never known anything as carefree as a smile, grimaces. Just so you know, everything people say about me, it's true. I need to talk. Okay, I need to talk to the elf who calls himself Storyteller. Do you know where I can find him? The Storyteller. Stoughton strokes his beard in thought. A strange old fellow, that one. He used to sit with me for hours asking about all sorts of things. He never offered judgment or comfort. He just listened. At first I wanted him and his questions as far away from me as possible, but later I realized that talking to him did ease my burden a little. I hope he is alive and well. He's completely blind and feeble too. Wait, what? He's completely blind and feeble too. So if he's alone in the city, well, you probably know what that means. I do know one place. Oh, it's still him. I do know one place he might be. Look for him in the Black Wing. It's a library here. I'll show you where it is on the map. I don't know what use a library is to a blind elf, but he loved the place. He would sit there day and night. Black Wing Library has been revealed. What do people say about you? They say I'm a traitor and a bad Erulvoris. What is an Erulvoris? Few names arouse as much rage among Crusaders as the Erulvoris, the Sarakorian witch who initiated the opening of the World Wound and later its expansion. Almost nothing is known about her life before the atrocity, except that Boris was condemned for using arcane magic, which was persecuted in Sarakoris and imprisoned in the tower of Threshold near the city of Is. Yeah, okay, I don't read much more. It's the one that opened the World War. That I'm a disgrace, even among the ranks of condemned. The condemned is a military unit made of pretty petty criminals, constipated and disposable soldiers, and frontline fodder in the medieval crusades. The Queen Galfrey, who's that? Queen Galfrey is the absolute monarch of the Crusader state of Mendef. Okay. Should never have spared me, that I belong on the gallows. Who do they hate you? Why do they hate you so much? You really don't know. Stoughton gives you a long, more moles look than size. I'm the reason why the Crusade forces are holed up in the fortresses on the edge of the World Wound. Instead of bringing the fight to demons, we used to have a foothold in the Wound. The mighty, unassailable city of Dresden. We used to have it until it fell, and all because of my stupidity, and gave the enemy our main citadel. Yeah, Dresden. I heard about Dresden before, when he spoke about that. I continue reading. I need to yawn a little bit. I was tired. They wanted to execute me, and rightly so. But the Queen intervened. She said that I should live and fight in order to undo what I've done. So that's how I live. Decade after decade, fighting in the condemned. The dwarf shrugs. As you can see, I have fixed nothing, and I have earned no one's forgiveness. Are you going to spit in my face too? It wouldn't surprise me. Good. I hope you earn forgiveness. Lawful. You keep living and fighting with no hope of anything better, because that's what the Queen ordered you to do. There is honor in that. Kodik, You were given the chance to live. The reading makes me tired a little bit. And stop blaming others for what you have made of your life. Evil spits Stanton in the face. It's not my place to judge. Who knows what I would have done in your shoes. We go for this. There's honor in that. You may be right, but you know, even stone and iron get worn down over time. I know what it means to live a regimented life. I cannot rely on my discipline alone forever. I pray to Torak. Who's Torak? Father of creation. Is a stoic and serious dwarven god in the forge. Okay, a dwarven god. I pray to Torak, though he does not listen. That my body breaks before my conscience does. A whole city fell because of you? How's that possible? What do you mean, how? The knight glares at you from beneath his furrowed brows. If you don't trust the word of a condemned, go ask somebody else, like my little brother Joran. I'm sorry, I still need to yawn. And if you still don't believe it, what's it to me? But if you're about to ask me to recount the story of my disgrace for the 1000th time, don't. You really don't have any friends, do you? I couldn't have survived this long if I were completely alone. Joran, my little brother here, he keeps me going. He's never abandoned me. Everyone else shies away from me like they might catch what I've got. Even fighters in the condemned console themselves by thinking, I got stripped of my rank, but at least I am not Stoughton. Commander Tirabate seems to be the only person in the whole army who remembers that I'm a soldier and not a drudge. She has no qualms about taking me into battle. She's had some mud flung at her in the past, or I hear that's why she tries to keep an open mind about people. It's no surprise that she's the only one to hold onto her sense of reason in this farce. So many years in the condemned. Surely you have paid your penance by now? That's not on me. That's not up to me to decide. My life is in the Queen's hands. He falls silent for a moment, and then, in a trembling voice, he adds, the condemned isn't the worst part. All these years I've prayed to Torak for forgiveness. Countless times I've gone to his priests. Countless times I've kneeled before his altar. If only the father of dwarven kind would answer my prayers just once. Not to restore what I've lost, but just to tell me that I am still one of his children. But it seems he doesn't give a damn about me. What can I expect from mere mortals when my own God doesn't think I deserve redemption? Ooh, that's deep. That's deep, yeah. I have to go. Goodbye, Stoughton. Go on then. Maybe we'll see each other again. Maybe I can recruit you once. I guess not. Ooh, I can also level up. Let's do that. I need a little break from reading. Because reading makes me very tired. I'm yawning all the time. Jesus fucking Christ. When I do be a little bit of long break, then I'm yawning. I'm sorry. Hunter, level 3. I could also go into something else. Like if I would put this, then I could go into Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer further down. But we go for... And I don't want to multi-class because every time I do it, I fuck it up. Hunter Tactics. That I do not know the classes very well in Pathfinder. So Hunter Tactics. At 3rd level, the Hunter automatically grants her teamwork feats to her animal companion. The companion doesn't need to meet the prerequisite of these teamwork feats. At 3rd level, and every 3rd level thereafter, the hunter gains a bonus teamwork feat, in addition to those gained from normal advancement. The hunter must meet the prerequisite of the selected bonus teamwork feat. Yeah, Fortitude Reflex will. Hunter, what's that? 3 spell slots, or what is that? I don't know. Yeah, let's go for that. Yeah, go. Yeah, we continue the same path. Athletics. I actually should be good at this, but I'm not. Pretty shit. Nature. Low. I'll put some in stealth. And one in mobility. So really shit at mobility. Let's see, feet. Possible selection, selected, point blank shot. Weapon focus. Choose one type of weapon. You can also choose unarmed strike, or if you are a spellcaster, melee range touch attack as your weapon for the purpose of this feat. Benefit: you gain +1 bonus on all attack rolls you make using the selected weapon. You can gain this feat multiple times. Its effect does not stack. Each time you take the feat, it applies to a new weapon, to a new type of weapon. This is the one recommended. Greater Bull Rush, Cleaving Finish, Critical Mastery, Critical Focus. I want to go Snapshot. Base attack bonus 6. Throw anything. There are so many feats. Like, don't get me wrong, right? The feed system, I think, is quite great. It's great. I like this. it's refreshing, right? Like, I played Dungeons and Dragons for a long time, and defeats, like, they're very boring at some point, kinda. I've seen them all, and I don't know. I think there's a greater variety here when you also, like, you have prerequisites, like you need to choose this feat to get another feat, and you don't have to choose between the feat and like you know, this improving your skills. So don't get me wrong, Dungeons and Dragons is cool and everything, but this I prefer. Actually, if I think about it, it's great. So where do I want to end up? If I choose that, right? What is a prerequisite of it? Many shot. Precise shot. We want to go into precise shot, I think. Something like that. Or snapshot. We could also go into snapshot, as it is a prerequisite of snapshot. Kukiri. What is a kukiri? Short sword, short bow, rapier, longbow. We don't use any of that. We actually use a heavy crossbow. Could also go for light crossbow. Light crossbow. I want to go for heavy crossbow. Let's go for heavy crossbow. Next. Teamwork feat. Allied spellcaster. With the aid of an ally, you are skilled at current value 10. Am I that intelligent? I guess so. I don't see the value of it. Yeah, we good. Precise strike. Whenever you and an ally who also has this feat are flanking the same creature, you deal. Oh, that's cool, but I would never flank. Shake it off. When you're adjacent to one of your allies who has to also have this feat, you gain a +1 bonus on saving throws per such ally. Ooh, shield wall. Shielded caster. Your allies cover you while you cast complicated spells. Coordinated maneuvers. You are skilled at working with your allies to perform dangerous combat maneuvers. Whenever you are adjacent to an ally who also has this feat, you receive +2 competence bonus on maneuver checks. Ooh. Coordinated defense. Whenever you are adjacent to an ally who also has this feat, you receive +2 competence bonus on combat maneuver defense. Allied spellcaster. With the aid of an ally, you are skilled at piercing the protections of other creatures with your spells. I don't understand. With the aid of an ally, you are skilled at piercing the protections of other creatures with your spells. Well, with my spells. So I don't use spells a lot. It doesn't make any sense. Benefit. Whenever you are adjacent to an ally who also has this feat, you receive +2 bonus on concentration checks. when you are adjacent to one of your allies who also have this feat. Shield wall. I don't like none of them. Let's cover you when you cast spells. Or did it be adjacent? Well, I flank. Well, I take this one, and the case I need to do melee attacks. But yeah, it's not ideal, I think. Acid Maw. Cure light wounds. Acid damage. The acid continues to deal damage for one additional round before. Yeah, it doesn't. Compared to Dungeons and Dragons, it doesn't lower the AC, is it? Aspect of the Falcon. Long Strider. This is actually quite good. Magic Fang. Entangle. The blades. Let's go for Acid Maw. I don't think I need the Long Strider. It's interesting. Maybe I'll take it later. If I ever do reskill, I'll definitely put in strength. Forget the charisma. I didn't need it. Right, Lan has 9, for example. He's the same class as me, he's a hunter, right? So that was stupid. It was stupid of me. Next time I know better. Yeah, we should be good. Character Robin Hood has prepared the spell Threat Affliction. It requires the material component first. Aid kit, which you don't possess. Wait, I possess that. Material components are items necessary for casting a spell. If a spell, yeah, fuck you. Treat. Affliction. Spell, what's virtue? Stabilize. Resistance. Flare. Guidance. Light. Treat affliction. Camellia. Stuck to her. Sorry, that took a little bit longer than I expected. Camellia looks you over. Pensive. I don't know this word. Pensively. I guess pensively. I don't know. Toying with the snake-shaped bone amulet that dangles from her pale neck. Yeah, I've seen this before, and she has it even in poetry. Noticing your glance, she flashes you a cold, barely dare smile. Greetings. It seems for a moment that she wants to say something else, but the pause grows too long and she slips back into cautious silence. Tell me about yourself. You want to know more about me than you already do? Why? Camellia arches a dainty brow. I talk to the spirits of the tormented land, and they guide me in battle. I'll help you fight the demons, and I swear that you can rely on me in this matter. Isn't that sufficient? Where did you learn to wield a rapier so well? I had good teachers, although they don't get all the credit. I am a most diligent student. Camellia licks her parched lips. Your amulet is quite unusual. Where did you get it? Ah, my little trinket. It is so nice of you to notice, but I assure you this amulet is nothing but a bauble. Can a lady not be drawn to beautiful, useless things? You are much more relaxed during combat. Your battle cries are uninhibited. She blushes slightly and lowers her eyes. So you've noticed. To be honest, I find it embarrassing. You see, being a shaman means having spirit of battle as my ever-present companions. In the heat of combat, they become rather vocal. Anyway, as much as I enjoy our delightful conversations, the spirits are calling me, and I must respond. Please excuse me. Camellia turns away, watching you out the corner of her eye. I didn't finish. Greetings. The neat smile of Camellia's lips disappears so quickly you almost wonder if you imagined it. Your speech tells me you are of noble birth. Camellia laughs. Practiced musical laugh as she watches you from under lowered lashes. You are most insightful. You're most insightful. A fine quality to have. Camellia's laugh ends, and unspoken words hang in the silence. Still, I believe that being a noble birth does not give anyone the right to look down on others. Forgive me if my question disturbed you. I couldn't resist such a noble, beautiful lady. I will stop bothering you immediately If talking to me upsets you, there's nothing wrong with being a noble. People are not born equal. Well, I suppose we'll have our good and bad qualities. I'd put this. Not at all. Our conversations is an exquisite delight. Exquisite delight. Camellia affords. That's a little bit of flirting, guys. Camellia affords you a brief friendly smile in appreciation of your manners. You don't have to go. We'll talk later. I won't keep you. The trying smile on Camelia's face freezes and quickly dies away.
Let us be off.
August Quem. 1,000 gold coins for you. Just as promised. You helped me get back to the surface, and I truly paid you for escorting me. I dutifully pay you for escorting me. August Graham keeps his word. Now, speaking of our future cooperation, I received 1,000 coins. Yeah. August looks at you with unvarnished disapproval, his arms folded across his chest, his foot tapping impatiently. I have a good job. That would be perfect for someone like you. Naturally, I pay you generously for your services. What do you mean, a job for someone like me? For an adventurer ready to sell their soul for booze, and then lie down drunk in the gutter? Or do you think you are somehow different? A traveling knight, perhaps, noble at heart, but without a coin to your name. August sizes up critically, then sighs and shrugs. You seem a reliable enough ally to me, and you did get me out of these mongrel caves, so why should I care what you do with my money once you've got it? He doesn't care. Succeed at perception check. Hogus seems like one of those people who think the entire world owes them something. However, you hear notes of hysteria. Beneath his smug arrogance, it's as though he's really quite nervous, but taking great pains to conceal it. He's nervous. Noble birth doesn't give you the right to behave badly. I would ask that you refrain from such statements. So, what does this job involve? What kind of reward are we talking about? So, what does this job involve? You shall be my bodyguard, you see. I've got reason to return to my mansion here in Canabras. I still have, well, it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. My mansion is a breathtaking building, a large garden in the wealth part of the city. Even before the demons attacked, every thief and fraudster in the city had tried to get inside, one way or another. I shudder to imagine the state isn't. I shudder to imagine the state it's in now. I have little hope that my guards were able to hold the mansion during the attack, and I expect that the servants fled when they saw the demons. Only Abadar, who the hell is Abadar? Abadar, the god of cities, okay, knows what's happened there since. Therefore, I would ask that you meet me at my mansion and guard me there until I complete my business. What's his business? He has something to hide, I guess. I already asked the local paladins for help, but they have not decided to set foot outside the tavern. Damn cowards and traitors, that's what they are. Also, please, to take Camellia with you. I trust that girl more than the rest of your gang. She's of noble birth after all. What kind of reward are we talking about? 1,000 gold coins. All the supplies without hesitation. Double the reward and I'll think about it. Failed. Ha! Yeah, right. For that kind of money, I could hire Queen Girl Frey herself to guard me. 1,000 is my final order. Dear. Marvelous. Most excellent. Hawker's face relaxes, smoothing a few of the tense lines. I'll proceed to my mansion at once and wait for you there. Meanwhile, you needn't worry. I know the city like the back of my hand, but do hurry, unless you want me to lower your reward. You don't belong on my party? Really? What a pity. And I thought we were getting along so well. Oh well, I suppose I should leave. Wait, please. Stay. I wasn't thinking. I wanted to hit this anyway. Just see what she says. Gamble Hawkins. I'll read. A strange figure towers over the bar. A huge, ungainly man with skin so milky white that his blue veins are visible even from a distance. Yeah, he's really milky. His bald head is equal parts lumpy and pitted. I don't know about that. And blood-filled eyes stare impassively out at you from beneath his pale brows. The glass in Albion's large, clumsy hands looks dangerously delicate, as if one twitch of those calloused fingers would be enough to crush it. A gold medallion engraved with a tankard gleams around his neck. What'll it be? Show me what you have. Ooh, he has a lot of drinks. Dark Omen. This ring grants the wearer +1 bonus on saving throws against spells with called descriptor. Oh. I was thinking, that sounds like the ring that I have. And it is the ring that I have. I was reading it wrongly. If the wearer of this ring has the ability to cast spells spontaneously, it grants them the ability to cast the flowing spells Ray of Enfeeblement, Scare, Ray of Exhaustion, Fear, and Waves of Fatigue. To cast a spell, the wearer still needs to have a spell slot of the required level. Dude, I want to sell all these chain shirts. And the leather armor. This. Chain man. I'll have a look at this. Despite it not being deal. This helped the encumbrance a little bit. As I have 8 heavy crossbows. Move. 25 daggers. Who needs those? Go for 2. Wound spear. It's not worth anything. Yeah, you can keep those. Yeah, you can keep at least 2 of those. Masterwork scythe. Yeah, and all the masterwork glaives. I want to use it. Deal. Thank you. That's great. Still heavy though. I'll have to see what's the deal with that. Still have a lot of weapons that I do not use at all. So I can go back here. Peasant survivor. There's nothing to loot here. Thank you. Journey north. Where are you? Guys, I need a break from reading. This is exhausting. A young man in a well-worn traveling clothes and simple wooden symbol of Aristil on his chest is who's Aristil? Aristil, also known as Old Deadeye and the Stag God. Okay. On his chest is efficiently cutting a lion robe into strips to use as bandages. Despite his visible exhaustion, he works with zeal, singing some tune about red braids and ripe sheaves and wheat under his breath. He raises his warm, chestnut-colored eyes to you. Are you one of the Crusaders? Thank you for defending those of us whose talents lie off the battlefield. I'm Jaggernorth, servant of Aristil. Pleased to meet you. So, your brother on faith? You haven't picked the best time to come here. I believe in faith, and if I wound up here in this place, and this time I believe it's for a reason. Perhaps Old Deadeye brought me here so I could help a little. So I could heal at least a handful of wounded, or maybe before I start my service in a quiet little village somewhere, he wanted me to see with my own 2 eyes what terrible evil exists in this world and the brave crusaders who protect us from it. What are you doing here? I only took my holy orders recently, so my God has only bestowed a little of his power onto me as yet. I'm sorry to say that the number of wounded fighters in this tavern is far beyond my power to heal, but there's a reason people say, have faith in the gods, but look to yourself first. I may not be able to help the wounded with magic, but I can at least cut up bandages. Are you from around here? No, I was just passing through Canabris. I was sailing down the old man of ours, the great Selen River, to a village by the name of Chili Creek. I happened to land in the city on the eve of the festival, and I'm ashamed to say I decided to stay for a day to enjoy myself, but I ended up staying in the city longer than I'd bargained for. Chili Creek, well done. It's a small fishing village. It's not even marked on some maps. But people do live there. What they don't have is a priest. They have no one to heal their wounds, no one to offer prayers for a good catch, no one to give their dead a dignified burial, and the world-renowned is a stone throw away, so I'll be setting sail for Chili Creek to serve my god and my people. Once we've held Canabras, I'll be going there. If by the grace of the gods, of the good gods, we all survive this, you should come and visit me sometime. You find the village here on the bank of the river. The priest marks Chili Creek on the map. Chili Creek has been revealed. Aren't you a young, inexperienced cleric, afraid to go to the border of the world beyond? I won't lie, I'm afraid, but what can I do? Those villagers are simple people. Every day of their short lives is spent doing hard, honest work. That's exactly the kind of life I want. Something simple but meaningful. If I had centuries ahead of me, like elves do, I might have spread some 50 years or so to travel around the world. The young man says with a smile. Or maybe even 100. Why not? But I don't have time to spare, so I want to spend my short life in the place where I'm needed most. Even if it's dangerous, especially if it's dangerous. I could use the help of a cleric. Maybe I can take him with me. Jonath makes a helpless gesture. Esteros knows I'd be glad to help you, but it's no use. My spells are depleted and I have no training and potions or scrolls. See this rope I'm cutting up for benches? It's the second to last one. I have to go. May Estero watch over you. This is what to come. Or does he? Fawn Autumn Haze. A tall, fragile-looking elf sits in the front of you, eyes closed. He's pale as a ghost, his arm wrapped in a blood-stained bandage. You spot other bandages on his body under his clothes, but even in such a miserable state, he manages to keep calm. Raising his eyes to meet yours, he says faintly, "I'm from Autumn Haze. At your service." A fawn Autumn Haze. His pale lips are reddened by blood, but you see no sight of pain or fear in his grey eyes. Do you need help? After giving you a cold, intense look, he shakes his head. Do not trouble yourself on my behalf. A local healer tended to me. Besides, I come from a resilient, hardy people. My body will endure both the wounds and the poison delivered through them. Who are you? My name is Fawn Autumn Haze. I've come here from Kyonin because I am a hunter, and all minions of evil are my quarry. I won't say more than that. If you don't mind, we are strangers and of different races and cultures. I'd rather not tell you more than it's necessary. Who wounded you? A sinner and accomplice to demons. The quarry I'm hunting in this inhospitable place. I'm Robin the Hood. You can trust me, I might be able to help you. After a brief pause, Fawn says, it would be impolite to refuse such a direct and friendly offer. Who's you quarrying in Mendef? I was hunting a fugitive, a Descarate by the name of Kaylessa. It pains me to admit that there are heinous malefactors such as her among my noble kind. I managed to catch up to her in Canabras and I wounded her. Then demons appeared and the city was engulfed in flames. I was injured in a battle. that ensued and couldn't free her soul from its service to her dark masters. He expresses no anger or hatred, as he speaks only compassionate sorrow. I'm sorry for your misfortune. I hope things will turn out differently next time. He purses his lips. There's no need for pity. Our ancient kind is blessed with great longevity. We gain a deeper understanding of the world than other races, and we learn our lesson better than anyone. That goes for learning from our mistakes as well. I survived, which means I will be more prepared when next we meet. I wish to aid in your hunt. Thorn covers his eyes. Verily, I thank you. Thank you, but this is my mission, and I'm used to facing all manner of terrors on my own. I do appreciate your willingness to help. If you happen to meet Kalessa, take caution. She has turned many innocent souls to the path of evil, and darkness has rewarded her with many gifts. Her appearance alone will tell you that. It is warped. The agate skin, the malicious stare of her blood-red eyes, the bestial teeth. She's more monster than half-elf at this point. What does Kalessa look like again? Her skin is dark, her hair patented white, her eyes can't see perfectly in the dark, which to my dismay I've come to know from experience, but bright light causes her keen pain. I used an alchemical powder that explodes in a dazzling flash, and she cried out as if I had stabbed her. It's clear that this woman is a faithful servant of darkness. The marks of Kalessa's masters have left on her appearance say as much. I'd like to know more about you. I won't hold anything back. Not who I am, why I made my way here, or who is that I'm pursuing. Tell me more about yourself. Other peoples tend to believe that their identity is the sum of a person's actions and the events that happened to them. For them, I am one of the long line of warriors of Kyonin, who, since his youth, has dedicated himself to hunting evil and injustice. For them, I am a successful and capable huntsman who has tracked down and slain a great many monsters. But I am an elf, and for me, my identity has a different meaning. It is shaped by the place where I was born and that I love so deeply. I am shaped by what I find beautiful and what makes my heart quicken. By the fears that come to me in the dead of night, by the things I find so intolerable that at the sight of them my very core darkness and fills with poison. Darkens and fills with poison. Thus, to tell you who I am, I would require many days and much candor, which is more than you and I have at our disposal. Why did you choose to be a hunter of evil? Because I am the son of a noble, proud nation. We are sometimes criticized for our arrogance, but no one dares doubt of honor. When a crime is committed, we cannot turn a blind eye. If we were to abandon our obligation to oppose evil, if we were to surrender this obligation to other races, we would also relinquish our preeminence. Remind me, who's the quarry that brought you to my death? I'm hunting a fugitive, a discovery, yes. I have no more questions. As you wish. Good fortune to you. So we can Eagle Watch Crusader. How much longer can we hold out? A day or two? Okay, guys, I need a fucking break. I think this break will be at least 1 hour, and I will talk to you soon. And I will have another stream. I will end this stream with another stream. This leads to the outside, to the basement. No. We have to talk to so many people, but man, this is straining for my voice, guys. Because they don't, like, I'm happy if they read the text themselves, but they not all do. So, see you guys later. My name is Glanzschuke, and I'm out for now.